hot outside, y'all. I ain't gonna be long with this right here. All right. Two minutes, y'all. Let me get copyrights over with. 6 o'clock. Nobody watching it, trying to get home. Copyright disclaimer on Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, and scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by the Copyright statute, Copyright Act statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit educational balance and fair use. All right. Finally got it, y'all. Not gonna be very long. You already know. That's old right there. What happened to the bridge? Ukraine. Keep it short. I already talked about it in my other videos. But all right, y'all. I ain't gonna show nothing. But y'all know what happened with the bridge. So ask me this, y'all. Why would somebody strike the bridge and they had a President Putin? They had a grain a very important grain embargo deal. But one day before the embargo deal, Ukraine strikes the very bridge that President Putin helped create and build. Why don't you want to do some crazy, psychotic, imbecile stuff like that? So now, Russia extract the grain silos on the farm. They hit about 5 of them. And, it messed a lot of stuff up. So tell me, listen to what I'm telling you. Why would Ukraine hit a bridge when they had one of the most largest embargo release deal for Crimea in the Black Sea to carry out through ports? It's like you're stalling, It's like sabotage, right? It's like Ukraine, they do dumb SHIT, all right? Like, why would you hit the bridge? You had the biggest grain embargo deal from a country that's way larger than you. You produce most of the grain to certain countries. Y'all know what? Ukraine is like stupid on the bus, all right? All the conclusions I came to, President Putin knows what's going on. So the NATO alliance might see it one way, but he see it an internal way. He went deep inside of Ukraine with intel, and the intel has gotten back to him that Ukraine is corrupt. All right? Yeah, y'all might like Vladimir Zelensky, Hell, I don't even know the man. So, finally got to this video. It took me a long time. But listen to what I'm telling you. stuff about Ukraine. Uh, it's like most of the milk they're producing is not clean. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Read between the lines, right? I can't say certain words. So, like I said, like 2 years ago, like why President Putin waited so long to invade. Bring it up a little bit, y'all. That's about right there. Why did the man wait so long to invade Ukraine? He had years and years, but he was trying to gather the proper intel, internal intel on that country from KGB agents. You know, Ukraine, they ain't really know it. So you think this man would just invade a country for no reason? So a lot of people, they got like a shallow view of these binoculars right here. You're trying to call the man like, yeah, he's, a billionaire. Yeah, he's just a spoiled tyrant. He did it just for attention or whatever. Why the man waste his time military invading the country that he ain't getting nothing out of the deal? Don't you know that man put some heavy intel on the Ukraine? Yeah, Ukraine might be a sovereignty, country outside of the Russian Federation. I know it's all connected. You understand? I know back then they had like Soviet bloc nations. But all of them were part of, the USSR, back then. But this is what I'm telling you. It's like NATO is like fattening the baby up for the fox, steal the baby out of the carriage while the baby's on the porch. It's like whatever President Zelensky asks, he get it. What y'all don't know is all that internal stuff that's been happening in Ukraine. President Zelensky has no real internal generational pull about knowing what was going on in the whole country as a whole as he was coming up. He probably like stealing diapers, Deep down inside, it's like he more like immature, He don't really know like what the country really stands for. But President Putin do. You think President Putin hate Ukrainian people? Get that out of your freaking head. All right? He just going off the intel for years and years that some bad stuff has been going down. All right? So y'all running around thinking, yeah, he hate Ukraine when it's like right there next door to him. Pretty sure he got some Ukrainian relatives allegedly in Ukraine. That's from Russia, all right? Or how it go. So, even though war is raw, so why would somebody saying spend years and years like doing like urban warfare, like in the Donbass, Crimea, even having urban warfare with the different places like that. So they've been in war for a minute. All right. Like Crimea, he invaded. Well, he took over Crimea. He took over that through like political and like small military operations, like the Donbass, Bakhmut. It's just been an ongoing situation where I'm trying to figure out like what's the hell going on, all right? It's like why these people always fight. Crimea, the Donbass, Zaporizhia, Belarus. No, not Belarus. But anyway, that's another story right there. It's around there in that section like that. It's like it's an old dragon, with those, separate, NATO bloc. I'm gonna say Soviet bloc, olden territories from way back when. It's like the people they don't get along, It's like, can we add Croatia? Croatia been it did some heavy stuff going on like way back when, like in the 90s and stuff, 2000s. It's just like Croatia, it's like all intertwined. It's like one big circle. Like Russia, Europe, it's all that big circle, it's just they fight. Croatia, they ain't really like, American people, Once again, it's a very beautiful place, But America had to send in like Navy SEALs on certain missions to fight Croatia. I don't know if they had like trafficking or whatever, but American special forces had to fight them for a while back in the days. But anyway, this might be my last video on Russia and Ukraine. I think this might be it. Yeah. So make this about 15 minutes long. I'm thinking when they can make another video. I think this is it. Spinned out, I can't really say another thing, about Russia. Ukraine. But I've been swayed to the way of it's like you sit down and ask President Putin why he did what he did. But the arrogant other nations, they're gonna say all kind of crazy stuff, Like, oh, he's just an arrogant tyrant, billionaire president. He just did it because he could take over the land. He want to take over the whole Soviet bloc territories. He want all of it. And they're saying like he's just a communist, tyrannical breed. That's what they're gonna say. So it's like me and you. We're like peeping through the curtain. We looking inside. So we go inside the brain of President Putin and figure out why he invaded Ukraine. I think the eyes would be totally open. But anyway, like I just said, been a heavy topic for 2 years. And this might be my last podcast on that. But it's a global thing, you know. People talk about it from all over the world. But one more thing. Deep down inside, I think Ukraine parliament, I think they're like racist, you know, to like African people, man, African American people. So just want to open your eyes to that, allegedly. Before I go, I think I'm gonna do this right here. I'm very surprised. All right. Spend like 5 minutes on this right here. Okay. All right. All right. 1 minute, y'all. You're gonna be very surprised, all right? Okay. Hold on 1 minute. Hold on, y'all. I'm out of here. Okay. Watch this, y'all. I'm very surprised, all right? It's gonna be like 3 minutes, all right? Like fair use. I'm gonna let the people talk, all right?
It's summertime, so I'm trying to get the kids to go from this to this. You already know about how the
Listen.
camera can read to you and help you with story comprehension. But
Like African government, country of Africa, like certain countries,
translation and
they
definition.
surprise Ukraine, showing that they're guilty about certain things they did to Africa, all right? Let her rip.
Part of a mission aimed at brokering peace between Russia and Ukraine. The delegation included leaders of Senegal, Egypt, Zambia, South Africa, the Comoros Islands, Republic of Congo, and Uganda. Zelensky, after meeting the African leaders, said that peace talks with Russia would not be possible until Moscow withdraws its forces from occupied Ukrainian territories. Zelensky made clear Ukraine stood by its own peace initiative based on a complete Russian withdrawal. However, he invited the African leaders to take part in an international peace summit that he has proposed to settle the conflict.
Сьогодні я чітко сказав неодноразово на нашій зустрічі допустити будь-які переговори з Росією зараз, поки окупант на нашій землі, це заморозити війну, заморозити все. Біль і страждання. Ось така реальність.
The visit by the African leaders comes as they saw a chance to mediate in a war that has hit African countries by distributing or disrupting grain and other food supplies and aggravating inflation. African nations have largely remained neutral on the Ukraine war. After talks in Kiev, the leaders pledged further engagement in peace process. The leaders will now head to Russia and meet President Putin later today in the Russian city of St. Petersburg. This is indeed a historic mission in the quest for peace.
It's like new, y'all. They back at it again. You heard me? They back at it again, y'all. He back over there again. He's made the second time. Okay? Oh, let me see. Yeah. He back at it again. This president right here. He back at it again, okay?
And I would say that our mission really revolves around 10 key elements. The first one is that we're here to listen. To listen both.
All right, y'all. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that, right? That happened happened 1 month ago, yeah. That's the peace mission, all right? See, they was talking about the grain and stuff like that. It was before the bridge got bombed, you know? It's like total like prophecy. Like somebody do some stupid stuff like that. The man was already talking about trying to get more grain towards the country, towards peace. But Ukraine stripped the bridge. And Putin holds so dear in his heart. It's like sabotage to me, y'all. All right. So, on that note, it's like Ukraine. It's like a real slimy, you know? It's like crazy, you know? You don't want to hold people up in a certain light, but they still do slimy stuff, all right? So, thanks for watching. What y'all think about Ukraine? All the slimy stuff they did? Let me know in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'm out. Okay? You have been watching the Romano channel. Thanks to the T-Bag Nation. And I'm out.